It was the penultimate game of the Indian Premier League group stages. It was a matchup between Delhi Capitals and Royal Challengers Bangalore. A lot of talk in the lead up to it was whether it would be a shootout between either of the teams or whether the net run rate could prove to be crucial. But in the end, it proved to be a bit of an anticlimactic finish in the last 2 overs, with Delhi Capitals and Royal Challengers Bangalore both sealing a playoff place. And Delhi Capitals finished second and will face Mumbai Indians in the first qualifier. Deepak, RCB posted 152 on the board, and from there it seemed like a one-way kind of a traffic with this game, with Delhi easily finishing the game. What was it from this match?
I think for me the hit was in the Delhi bowling, especially the spinners Ashwin and the way Akshay Patel bowled. I think that proved to be quite decisive. I think that 4 overs just after the power play, they gave only about 20 runs, and Ashwin got the crucial wicket of Kohli. And between them, for 8 overs, they went for less than 50 runs and they got a couple of wickets. So that today proved to be crucial. They didn't allow the RCB batsmen to get a move on once. They had a very slightly slower start in the power play, so they needed to step on the accelerator post the power play. But the way these spinners bowled, I think they just ensured that they didn't allow the momentum to slip away from them. So that towards the end, I think that proved crucial.
And it was a big game for the Delhi bowlers after the kind of run they were coming off of, like 4 losses where the bowling, even like the likes of Rabada, Ashwin, they've been like taken apart. So it proved to be a big hit for Delhi. So my hit would be Ajinkya Rahane. He's coming back into this match. Like, he's been in and out of the side. Everyone has been like disregarding him as a T20 player, but here he got a chance, and with the plays in the playoff on the line, he came good. Like, there was an early wicket with Prithvi Shaw going dismissed early, and then he came in and he played fairly quickly. And it seemed like when he and Dhawan were batting in that period after the wicket fell, like Delhi didn't seem like they were in any kind of trouble. Like, it was smooth sailing. They weren't taking any big risks with their shots. I think Rahane even scored one 6 and and a couple of shots as well. Like, it seemed like he was well in control until he played that reverse sweep, which I've hardly seen him try something like that before. And when he did go with that, like, he ended up like getting caught. But I think by the time Rahane was dismissed, Delhi was almost through. Just a little over 20 runs were required, I guess, of the last 20 odd balls. Yeah, so Rahane's innings will be my hit from this game. Moving on to the misses, what is your pick of the day?
I think, to end of the day, Delhi won this game quite comfortably in the end. But the form of Prithvi Shaw is still a huge concern for them. I mean, going into the playoffs, you want a strong effort from your top order, and Shah has had like really solid run the last month. I think his last 50 came over 6 or 7 matches back. So I think that's a huge concern for them. So whether they promote someone like Rahane to open the innings in the playoff would be interesting to watch, because at least Rahane seems to be in good touch, and if you can give him that cushion of taking on the bowlers in the power play, maybe there's something that the team management would have to think, because Shah has been really, really poor in the last couple of games, and it's a huge concern, because once the top order doesn't give you the start, especially in a crucial playoff game, or if they lose the playoff and they go into the eliminator stage, so it's a huge concern. Despite the victory, I think that's a huge concern for Delhi.
And even more concerning would be the way he gets dismissed. Like, it's almost a repetitive dismissals. Like, either like he's playing rash shots, or like, the ball coming into him. Yeah. And
what about you?
My miss will be of Virat Kohli. I think in the last few matches, a couple of single-digit scores and a couple of 20s. And even today, he got out for 29 or 27. And he also got a reprieve when he was in the
13 or 17, somewhere around.
Yeah. And it seems like he we all have seen that Kohli is someone who doesn't like struggle, where like he's always in like control of like batting. But in this IPL, in some of the games, you could see that like he's not able to come to terms with the surface. Usually with RCB, it's the onus is always where Kohli and De Villiers performs, and the rest of them don't click. But in this IPL, barring one or two innings, Kohli has been below his usual best. And today could have been a costly miss if RCB's net run rate had gone below KKR. But thankfully, that's not the case for them, and they have managed to qualify. But he himself would feel that that he needs to perform more with the bat. Probably something which needs to go his way is RCB winning the toss and them chasing. Maybe that's what like he needs to get going again in this tournament.
Get going, yeah. I think there's a lack of fluency in his batting in the last couple of games.
Yeah,
it's quite evident. He's not being just fluent the way we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have just one more. I mean, their next match is a virtual semi-final, quarter-final. It's a virtual knockout anyway. So, whoever it is, be it Hyderabad or Kolkata Knight Riders.
True. Tomorrow's game is the last game of the league stages. It's a no net run rates in play. It's just if against Mumbai Indians in Sharjah, then they go through. If they get if they lose that game, then they knocked out, and Kolkata Knight Riders will be the fourth team to make it to the playoffs. So, the lot of like interesting things to talk about for this game. What is your contest within contest?
I think it will be the Hyderabad top order, David Warner, Wriddhiman Saha, Kane Williamson against the Mumbai bowlers. I think, as you said, there is no net run rate involved. So even if Hyderabad is playing batting first, they can actually play with a certain amount of freedom that they don't have to go after the bowling. They can assess the situation and figure out as they go what is the right target on that wicket in case they're batting first. Because without a net run rate, that's huge pressure off your chest. You don't have to force the innings right from the first ball. Something like the other teams had to do, be it Punjab yesterday or Kolkata yesterday against Rajasthan. They don't have to do that. They know that all they need is a win. So they just need to get a good total. If they're batting first, they just need to get a good total. And similarly, in chasing anyway, that red rate becomes a bit moot point. But still, that's my pick of the day. I mean, the Mumbai bowling is probably, it's the best bowling attack in this IPL. So, how the Hyderabad top order goes against them will set the tone for the match.
Yeah. My pick for the contest within contest from this match would be Mumbai's lower middle order against Sunrisers Hyderabad's death bowlers. We all know that Mumbai Indians have the best lower order batsmen with Kieron Pollard, Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya. They can just plonk their foot and then just like swing at it and and they're also playing in Sharjah, so
Small ground.
yeah, and it all points towards them having a good night out in Sharjah with the bat. But Sunrisers Hyderabad death bowling, especially T. Natarajan, we all know that he's been a revelation this season with the Yorkers in IPL. And Jason Holder has also provided good support with the ball, and he's also come in as a death bowler. To add to this, the previous match between Mumbai and Sunrisers was played in Sharjah, and Pollard, Pandya, both the Pandya brothers went after Sunrisers in the death, and then they scored around 190 odd from they would look like finishing 140 or 150, and that proved to be the difference in that game for Sunrisers because they lost by 40-50 odd runs in the end. So today, I feel like in this match, in the final game, that could prove to be a deciding factor for Sunrisers if they could go through or not. Yeah. So